Our YouTube. We're gonna be just checking out all the stuff that's growing in the garden. We won't be looking at fruit trees. Yeah, look more on the vegetable side and stuff like that. Yeah. All right. So the first thing we have here is Ethiopian kale. You see right here. You notice I've been harvesting on that regularly. One thing we have here is this is growing all over the food forest. Some volunteer, some I threw the seeds all over. If you look down here, more Ethiopian kale. Look right here, more Ethiopian kale. More right here also. You know, we have a big pepper plant here, which I think I'm gonna trim down. It didn't produce much. This year I don't know if maybe that's the location, but it produced a few peppers. You know, the winter kind of have it beat up too. It would be, you know, past couple of days we went in the high 30s. You know, so it's probably going over the shock from the winter. One more pepper plant here that I think the winter gave a hard time to. That's right up in the open. But it's funny, this pepper got damaged from the cold. This one didn't. I'm still gonna trim this down. I harvest. This is the lemon starburst. I've been getting a lot of peppers from this. This been producing a lot. Yeah, the Trinidad scorpion pepper. You know, that still has a lot of pepper on it too. If you see right here, these are hot peppers. So see right here. I want to trim it up, but I'll wait. Like I said, it's producing. So no need to. See pepper right here. A lot of peppers on that. We have another little pepper back here that's producing 1 and 2 little peppers. So that's good. All right, let's go over here. Let me show you again. Look, Ethiopian kale is popping out the ground. This is not walkway, and we have Ethiopian kale growing there. We have more here. So a lot of leafy greens all over this area. Yeah, this is just it's not growing in a raised bed. I just threw the seeds and just let it grow. If you look over here too, there's more here, right here. Look at that vine going up the tree. That's a chayote. You know, growing up. I'm gonna let it grow up to on the pigeon peas. So that's looking good. In this bed right now, this bed I had the radishes in. You know, I removed that like 2 months ago. So now we have a lot of kohlrabi. These are the purple kohlrabi. So if you look at them, those are looking good. See one more right here. It's looking good. I think it start forming, you know, that, you know, vegetable at the base of the plant. This is a kale, some form of kale right here. This is mustard, one of those variety of mustard greens, the bitter stuff. Yeah, as I said, I grow this for my wife and the kids. More kohlrabi here, kohlrabi here. This bed have a lot of kohlrabi. There's some leeks here as well. Yeah, there's a bok choy that left over from, you know, I had a lot of bok choy here also. There's a eggplant here growing. There's one more eggplant here, pushing a flower right here too. This container right here. These are some radishes, icicle radishes. They're similar to the daikon, so I'm growing these to make kimchi. Makes very good kimchi. Put it on the daikon. Then I have some carrots here. Just throw the seeds. Yep. And as look at these volunteer tomato. I have tomato plants just like the Ethiopian kale. I got tomato plants all over the food forest growing. A very good problem to have. See blooms right here. And this is like low to the ground, so I guess it got protected somehow from the coal comparing to the ones that I have on, you know, like on a trellis system. They got more damage from the coal. So if you look, let's go over here. If you see right here, tomatoes start forming, but it's a beautiful looking plant. Look how big it is. Big, nice looking tomato plant right here. Yep. We have more Italian dandelion there. All right, let's go over here. In this container we have another kohlrabi that's growing right here, and these are some peppers I planted that just struggle. I think it was just too cold for them to actually grow. Got another pepper plant here. Morganji, I think these peppers are. So this is producing a little bit of pepper there. Let's see. We got some kale growing in this container, which I'm gonna separate them, you know, and put them in other containers. All right, over in this bed, you know, I'm gonna be picking out a lot of these and planting new stuff here as well. Yep, there is, what's this, kohlrabi. There's kohlrabi growing here. Purple kale, look at the color. Color's so beautiful. More Italian dandelion. I use those, I juice those. You have the big purple mustard here that looking good. We'll harvest some leaves off of that soon. You have more kale here. This, I think this is, I can't remember what this is. If it's a form of collard, something. Yep, got some lettuce here that I went to seed. It's like I want to pull them out the ground, but I'm saying I leave them, let them go to seed, because then it bring in a lot of pollinators too. Yep, you know, you got to leave stuff in the garden for the pollinators as well. Yep, let's walk around. Yeah, so see they're pushing out that bloom. They bolted, so I leave it for the pollinators to enjoy some of the garden. This is my Kamasuma mustard. See, it actually went to flower. You know, like I wanted a seed for this, I actually left this, let it went to flower. Yeah, so see how the leaves looking different, how the leaves get a little bit sharper compared to these size leaves. Yeah, so I should have a few thousand seeds from the Kamasuma to see if I like this leafy greens. The pods, see the pods start forming. So that's why you know, one of the advice I'll give to a lot of you is, instead of buying seeds every year, leave your plants, let it go to seed. Leave one or two of them, let them go to seed. Yep. There is more collards right here. It's looking good. Let me see. Here's a kohlrabi. A kohlrabi down here. That's looking good. There's more kohlrabi here. It's a different variety. I think this is cilantro. Smells so good. Fresh cilantro is the best thing. And I realized to grow cilantro, don't scatter the seeds. You know, plant all the seed in one area and you get a better look. Everything I got planted, don't scatter like separately. Put it in one area and just let it grow, and you get a beautiful bush of cilantro. Yep, great in tacos. More, let's look down here. There's more. Let's see, more kohlrabi there. I think this is another. There's a lot of kohlrabi over in this area. Get more kohlrabi here. There's a two of these Kamasuma mustard went to seed, which is good. I can't. I'm gonna be saving all that seed. Yep. Let's go over in this container. We have some red mustard going on in this container, and we also have a nice kohlrabi here. Come on, I'll show you guys. Yep. So again, kohlrabi doing really good. Yep. This is my first year growing it. You know, I grew it because in New Orleans gardener. Yeah. So yeah, this looks good too. All right, let's go over here. These tomatoes, you see, got the coal. Yeah, but it produced some cherry tomatoes there. And I said this was a volunteer too. I didn't plant. It's there. The Everglades tomato, man, it reseeds itself all over the garden. Good problem to have. Yep, extremely good problem to have. If you look over here again, it's another, but this got to the coal. So the leaves, yeah, leaves just, but there's tomatoes here. Look, see right here. See tomatoes. Yeah, so I have so much of these plants, so much tomatoes that really good. So let's go over here now. I think this is the Creole tomatoes, and this is producing a lot, even in the cold. We had what nights of 30 something, and I kind of just left it here, let it, you know, do its thing, survive, and actually did. Look at the tomatoes. It looks extremely good too. Yeah, look at the cluster of tomatoes right here. See that? Looks good. Down here we have more peppers. Majambi pepper, Mugambi or something like that. I'll put the name in. But these peppers are kind of, the taste is sweet, but the seed here, if you eat the seed, it gets hot. Some more tomatoes right here. I think, yeah, these are the Creole tomatoes. Show you again more. Look at the Ethiopian kale. Good problem to have when food just grow wild. More Ethiopian kale here. Good problem to have. Look at the tomatoes growing wild. Love it. Zinnia, look. Tomatoes growing wild again. Tomatoes growing wild. Look over here. Wild tomatoes. Yeah, Everglades tomatoes. They just self-seed all over the garden, and I'm loving it. Less tomato to worry about planting. Look over here. Tomato. The birds bring it all over. Yep. Some mint over here that's growing. I think this is the black mint or something like that. I'll put the name. All right, in this container, I grew a ginger, last year. So now I added some store-bought potatoes. They were sprouting, so I just put them in here, and let's see what it's gonna produce. Yep. So I got a few in here. Yep. I mean, the greenery look good so far. Yep. So these are some potatoes. I think there's two different potatoes. The small purple potatoes and the regular Irish looking potatoes. I don't even know what variety, they came from the store. Yep, so let's see the result of that as well. All right. So that's some of the stuff that's going on in the garden. On this side now we have, this is all longevity spinach. Look at it. It just spreads all over. I juice it all the time. Extremely nutritious. Yep. Longevity spinach all over. And then this is the Okinawa spinach. See the underleaves purple? just growing wild over here. This tomato plant, I think I'm gonna trim it back. It just got beat up from the cold. I tried covering it, but just the cold weather, you know, yeah, just couldn't handle it. But look, there's a tomato right here. Look, these are not cherry tomatoes though. I think these are mule team or something. So let's see. It may bounce back. I'll trim it up a bit, take off these, you know, these dead yellow leaves and stuff like that. Maybe it will bounce back. Yep. Look over here. Look on this side. This is a big patch of tomatoes again. These are volunteer too, but once they were small, a little smaller, I got the cage that they could actually just try to. Let's show you something. Look at this. Yummy. These are like some candy treats. Delicious. Yep. Still got some ginger here to harvest. You know, so the ginger did good with those low temperatures, 30 something. Still not looking bad. Yep. Yep, so that's it guys. Just a quick showing you what's growing in the garden. Yeah, I think this is the African basil. Look how beautiful it is. Yep. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. One love.